Part 1. Summary and Review. Summary. Martha MacCallum and Ronald J. Drez's Unknown Valor, a story of family, courage, and sacrifice from Pearl Harbor to Iwo Jima, is exactly that. It is both a personal history of men who served and a detailed and grueling account of the fight against Japanese expansion and aggression during World War II. MacCallum takes a deep dive into the Pacific side of the conflict, with Allied victories in Europe acting merely as a backdrop to the main offensives discussed within, along with the accounts of strategy and battles at the Solomon Islands, Saipan, Palau, Tarawa, Guam, Tinian, and Iwo Jima. The book follows the lives of several young soldiers and their sacrifices. As the war begins, Harry Gray waits impatiently to turn 18 so that he too can join the boys fighting for the forces of good in the world. The introduction opens with a discussion of the mystery of Japan up through the late 19th century. Americans knew nothing about the shrouded island nation, but attempts were made to make contact, both hostile and friendly. In 1898, after winning the Spanish-American War and taking Guam and the Philippines, America was suddenly in Japan's backyard. Shortly thereafter, War Plan Orange was created to prepare for Japan's eventual naval aggression and assumed attempts to take Guam and the Philippines from the U.S. in the year 1924. A Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor was predicted by General William Mitchell, but no one paid much attention. The book then begins where it ends, on the island of Iwo Jima, as Martha MacCallum visits in 2019. Her grandfather's nephew, Harry Gray, would be one of the 7,000 young men to die here in the costliest battle in the history of the U.S. Marine Corps. As the book progresses, the reader is taken through an intimate family portrait of daily life for Frank Bowes, the author's grandfather, Harry Gray, his mother Anne, and his little sister Nancy, as Pearl Harbor is bombed and the world responds. During the Pearl Harbor attack, the author reveals a vivid description of those trapped inside one of the bombed boats, wondering whether they would first drown or suffocate. The stage has been set for the U.S. to join the war they never wanted to be a part of. The book is divided into 18 chapters, including the introduction, prologue, and epilogue, which transition between high-level talks of war plans among admirals, the lives and loves of the young boys back home, and the gritty, painstakingly recounted details of each of the islands the U.S. took from Japan in succession. As Japan worked to expand their empire to include Guam, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, and even parts of Australia and New Zealand, Admiral Chester W. Nimitz had other plans. As Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet and Commander-in-Chief of Pacific Ocean Areas, he was vital to the strategy and success of the U.S. in pushing back the Japanese expansion, and ultimately in their surrender.